Satnam, Amandevi here, offering a pick a card reading. So what is coming to light? What is being brought to the surface into your full awareness that either can no longer be denied or really coming to light for you to tend to receive, to progress on your soul's journey? Timestamps will be listed below. As always, take what resonates. So take this as an insight, perception, but not a hard and fast. You are your best teacher. Let this support you on your journey and not be end all be all. So this first card called to you, there may be a message here for you. And what is the universe bringing in for you? A gift from the universe. And the Six of Hearts says there's something from the past. So it could be a gift that you have within yourself now that you're able to communicate and utilize that gift. It can be something brought to you, a blessing brought in from the universe that now all the stars are aligning for you to work with it. And I suspect with the Tower energy here that this could be a little bit unexpected, but sometimes if we look back, it has been lining up for this big change. And sometimes that rattling or that rug being pulled out from under us is actually a blessing. And are you willing to receive this as a blessing and communicate your truth? And I say communicate because the Queen of Spades is also here on the board. And so communicating from a place from your soul growth, not patterning, but a sense that you know who you are and you know your truth. The 9, if we think about it, it's like this cycle coming to completion. The 16 to 7, you're learning. So learning and utilizing what is coming towards you, what is being offered to you. So take that as it resonates. I'm going to pull a few more cards and see what else comes up. There's always blessings in disguise. That's saying redirection as protection. Like, let's see here. What are you manifesting? Versus, is there something you're not seeing clearly? Thank the universe for bringing you what you need to see. Because there might be something, like you might be trying to manifest something and not seeing because you're kind of stuck in your head in some way. The moon is really standing out. So this idea of illuminating truth. Stand your ground in the midst of the emotional current. And perhaps the emotions are bubbling up and you might be trying to work with it with the mind, and spirit might be saying, no, listen to your inner wisdom. Listen from the soul. Listen through your intuitive insights. There's more beneath the surface, perhaps. The light of stones are really standing out. And perhaps it is grounding, getting grounded, or like when we look at our path, or like a cobblestone street, there's like little pieces to the whole. Maybe not to try to piece it all together, rather just be open to receive. Bottom deck, time to forgive your past. And so when the past is hindering perception, we can't always see. We can't always see because we're so afraid, right? And reactive to not being held. Reactive because those wounds, when someone plays out something similar or through your lens of the past, it becomes like salt on the wounds. And so can you forgive your lineage? Can you forgive your ancestors? Can you forgive something in the past life current to allow right here and right now the connection you are in or what you're manifesting to be much more clear? And someone might want to tell you the truth. And would you be able to receive it right now? I like this over here, actually. And part of you knows on some level that this love, this divine love, is here for you. And not to turn your back on it because of the past, or the past won't always duplicate. Okay? And again, always take what resonates. So there are red flags that you want to consider when you've been guided from above to connect and not connecting as a wound mate or with self-sabotage, and that's still in that, kind of like this codependent pattern. What gets activated within you allows you to release these patterns. And it might take some time to connect and allow both your wounds and your mate's wounds to settle, to see each other clearly, to receive each other clearly. Notice the blessings and gifts. So some of this might be hurting. Some, like, once your heart's been hit, you're like opened up, right? And you have to look in there. And that's a gift to receive that love. Keep letting it in and letting yourself be felt. And so it's some time to look within your own heart to manifest with clarity. And try to get your head out of the way, because Spirit's going to keep showing you the truth for you to grow and connect on a deeper level. What needs to be released for you to connect wholeheartedly. Surrender. Card fell out. Allow joy. What if you hold to what hurt, you don't allow this in? If you overthink, you don't allow this in. Surrender to the love that the divine has here for you. And the bottom deck energy is unconditional love. So loving the inner child within, loving the family, loving the feet are standing out. Same with that stone. So I think from a grounded place, connecting. And allow yourself, 2 nines, to receive the gift of love, joy. Let it light you up from the inside out, rather than block it with your thoughts and get tangled up in your thoughts. Your soul has called this love in. The emotional tides might not be comfortable, and yet it's time to move through it and receive. Listen from your heart. do hope this worked well. Sending lots of love. This second pile called to you, or second card, there might be a message here for you. And what is moving might be receiving some information. This is the messenger card. And with the 9 of Hearts coming in from your wish. So what have you asked for? What is starting to move? What is starting to move? So things might be coming into order. Change that light at the end of the tunnel. What if your thoughts are like currency? And will you align your thoughts with what you want to manifest? And with that lens, what information will you receive to bring in what you need to know to proceed? Surrender, bottom deck, balance. So allow the information to come to you rather than continue to seek it out. There might be some juggling in the process. And with this card, I'm going to say to keep your ego in check. That there is some work to be done, juggling perhaps what you receive in the 3D versus the 5D. What feels like a hurdle or a challenge versus what is your, like, maintain your sense of accountability, integrity to clean up energetically. So this isn't a time to be wishy-washy about what you want, because information will come to you to continue. So work on the energetic sphere to maintain. So dial in more of that surrender, humble nature, so that when information comes to you, you're able to manage and kind of delegate it and work with it in the physical world, because some changes could be afoot for you. And it's not about a poker face. It's more about not like leaking out your energy, not casting blame, throwing something. So your seeds are being planted, have been planted, and it's coming in for you. There's just some time before it actually hits. Bottom deck. I am enough, and I let go of expectations. I really feel like this open quality is necessary right now, and this karma clearing works, really aligns with this idea of surrender and cleaning it up. with the red here, perhaps working from the root chakra up. 6 and 6, getting that momentum of change, and it's your choice to work through the energetic sphere. So, I'm not a doctor. You have to do what works for you, but perhaps it's time to do some movement, some Pilates, some Kundalini, perhaps some hot lemon water in the morning, something of the sort, some sort of, with the full moon coming, maybe doing some moon water, whatever it is, to work with the physical body with the Two of Pentacles here, but also with this idea of the karmic clearing, so that, working with the physical and the energetic bodies. I don't know, this word handsome is coming to mind. So perhaps if there's this idea that what you believe to be true. So if you have a fixed mindset and information comes to you, you're going to disregard it. If you clear the energy within your body, Eckhart Tolle talks about the pain body. So if the pain body is getting in the way, you won't see the joy. If you're not open to transform, you'll remain cocooned in your comfort zone, in your little womb of comfort. And when you open up to receive new guidance and inspiration, change. Pay attention to any numbers on the clock that pop up, that 1111. And it's not like looking for it, it's just like chance. And then like, if you see that number, how are you feeling? What else is happening? So like a check-in to the number 2. So it's more of like a, tunnel vision. It's more just like opening and listening. But that karma clearing, that karma clearing is going to help you to receive on multiple levels. Clear those injustices that you hold to, perhaps. Change is coming in for you, and you're going to juggle till you get like through it. God of battle. Aries energy. I think you have 6 on here too. Yeah, 666. It's clear. So really just willing to fight for yourself. And it's not a fight like fighting your own ego. I don't know if you've ever had where your own ego is getting in the way. I said that, so maybe there's something to that for you. There are divine blessings in what you choose to overcome. Horsepower, strength, prestige, something of the sort. Just being willing to go to battle, not against yourself, but for yourself. That commitment to your truth. Let's see what fell out. Your own strength and healing. Beyond the lineage of the past, beyond any shame. And while that shame might keep you back and have you create that ego can show up in many different ways. It's time to say, hey, and be true to you. And as you overcome and choose to be authentically you, activate your true energy, more information will come to you. And yes, as you start to work with your energies, things will change. And you'll have to learn to juggle who you thought you once were to who you're truly capable of becoming in this lifetime. And you've received the message that it's time for change, and you will continue to receive information to find your strength. And it might be beyond your wildest imagination what you are capable of. Be willing to disregard who you think you ought to be, who someone shamed you into thinking you were, whether that's this lifetime or last, to really get to work to who you can be so that you can stand with integrity rather than hide from yourself. What is your passion? And what has kept you from that passion? And how is Spirit saying you can't ignore this anymore? You can't ignore this. I do hope this served well, sending lots of love and light. This third set called to you, there may be a message here for you. The fox speaks to strategy 14 to 5. Change is here. 9, working with the energies that brought you in this lifetime here. This mature woman, which is unique, I believe, to this particular deck, the traditional set. This deck has a few extra cards. To me, this says either someone approaching you strategically, mindful of your value, or perhaps it's about you being strategic, knowing your value and learning from the past. The Ace of Spades being your truth. And there's a sense of vulnerability, so really being mindful and using your wits and wisdom here. What do you see for yourself? What boundaries are important? And what is your wake-up call right now? Rooster is standing out. Rooster also protects their hens. We'll get them in order. It can also, they can also get out of line themselves. So knowing when, perhaps, to pounce. Allow yourself to be received from your vision. And perhaps on a deeper level, you both have a united vision, and there might be more strategy behind this coming together. There's a real sense of vulnerability here. And turning inward, the Wand's energy, vision. And while on some level feeling cast aside, I'm kind of seeing like two storylines happening, and this might be more of like that 3D aspect versus like what you sense or what storyline played out in the past versus what's happening in the material. And so that offering may not have been given yet, and yet on some energetic level, you may have allowed yourself to receive. Like you might be vulnerable in a beautiful way here, and yet it might not have, or is beginning to come together on the physical level for you. I do hope that makes sense. If this is your story, then it'll make sense to you. And this will just confirm to trust your intuition, not to harbor resentment for what hasn't happened yet, and not to turn a blind eye to any red flags. Like, trust. Change is necessary. Change is important. And trust your own value. And what do you want for yourself? Not really what does someone else want for this, but what do you want? Shift or be shifted. So are you in the wings waiting, or are you standing your ground in your own truth and who you are? Do you want to be rescued, or are you being valued in the connection? Open your heart, set loving boundaries. There it is. So there might be time to speak up, might be time to let go. This isn't about playing games, it's about being fair to you. Being fair to you. I feel like with this, it's like no one's going to come in and rescue you, because you've got to take care of yourself. And if you are wanting to be swept away, are you giving yourself away in a sense? I don't know how to, maybe that's not it. I'm not sure. Joy's coming up again. What makes you happy? And is there peace in what you're longing for, wanting for, what you're receiving? Where there's truth versus fantasy? What brings you together? What brings you together? And maybe it's activating consciously in the spiritual plane to set both more of on an energetic boundaries, so that you can be lightened up. So continue to manifest your own vision of joy from your heart. What do you want? What do you want? Are there games? Is there truth? Is there clarity? When do you feel at peace and one with all that is? And how does the current connection or your perception in this connection bring you there? And how can you bring in more joy and connection? And both be on the same page. Well, we feel from the heart center energetically what shifts are taking place, about to take place, and how can you align yourself to receive from your place of value, from your vision of joy, love, and happiness. Not from what you had in the past or what you believed yourself not worthy of. Like you are truly worthy of the vision of love, joy, and happiness. So letting the reality transform, life to open up for you in a new way. Speak your peace. You deserve to be heard. In this last pile called to you, there might be a message here for you. Word teddy bear came to mind. I feel like luck is on your side. The changes and connection coming in. And while the truth is illuminated of, notice where there's reciprocity in the connection. Notice where it's starting to come full circle. Whatever changes, like changes in the season. Sometimes that means walking away. But either way, whatever changes are coming in, trust that luck is on your side. Something being put to an end. Oh, something, a card fell. I'm going to take a second to get this. Oh, yeah. So more of this idea that you have the kind of the moon energy twice with the 8 walking away, following your dreams. So whatever is coming to an ending, trust that that's a blessing for you, for something to come in. So some secrets might be illuminated here for you. Or certain cycles are coming to an end. Trust your intuition, not what you want to hold to. Be open to the guidance you receive. Luck is on your side. But something has to grow in order for that to happen. There, with these cycles coming to a close, it's like, you know, something gets regenerated when something returns to the earth. So I don't know if that's making sense. Bottom deck energy. Remember your identity. You can do it. You can let go of whatever this is and allow something new to transform for you. So this could be peacefully walking away from something or someone and maintaining a grounded presence in the process of what's being stirred. So it could be masks are being revealed, or you're seeing what is no longer in alignment for you. Count your blessings that you're seeing that. You know, that change doesn't always feel comfortable, but that you can make this change. And you can work on all levels to make it happen for yourself. Graceful endings. Making peace with the past to allow new beginnings in. Bottom deck energy. Selfhood. That's another 8 for you. Okay, so pay attention to the number 8. time to yourself, time for tea, just really standing your ground, exploring who you are. We have a couple of these that fell out, so let's look at all these. So wisdom coming through, the changes. Medusa here, you know, she was kind of both, there's wisdom here in the past and how there's this transformation and not always being seen accurately, right? More wisdom coming through. And what is this teaching you? Like you're scribing this idea of either the writing on the wall or the past life energy coming to light, that wisdom. Sensuality, and not to be ashamed for who you are, or allowing someone else to be who they need to be. So this could be two energies, you know, this could be a connection coming together and walking away from the way it used to be to stepping into how it can be, or walking away to allow you both to grow independently. So there's a sense of flow and illumination here. And then we have both the, if we want to kind of look at divine masculine and divine feminine energy here, that perhaps you both are allowing yourselves to be yourself. And what's coming through is a sense of independence rather than codependence, wisdom through both sides, and sensuality, and dropping the mask to allow yourself to truly open up and connect. 6 of Diamonds, that reciprocity. And rather than fight the connection, allowing the connection to grow and prosper. What do you want? What do you know to be true? And what are you learning? 8, infinite. And you got 2 2s. And a couple of 2s. 4. Yeah, so there could be change in a grounded sense in this connection moving in for you. And maybe not feeling so tethered or bothered, but more of like grounded. And then that allows the connection to open up on a deeper level. So always take what resonates. Do hope this serves well. Sending lots of light and love your way. Setting up.